made that delivery yet, have you?
Salve galera, Vaan aqui. Hoje vamos concluir a nossa gameplay de Fable 3. Ontem eu acabei fazendo mais algumas side missions e agora vamos fazer a quest pra lá, conforme as nossas promessas. Nessa gameplay vamos cumprir as promessas e tentar ajudar o povo de Albion contra a Escuridao de Crawler. Agora encontramos, ao que parece, um grande diamante nas cavernas de Aurora que pode ajudar no nosso Treasure. Vamos iniciar então a nossa jogabilidade dele aqui e ver se a gente consegue concluir o game hoje. Pelo menos para ter a campanha concluída aí no canal, né?
Hello to you, Your Majesty.
A personagem principal ficou muito legal com essa vestimenta de rainha. Ainda bem que eu não comprei aquelas roupas que eu tava juntando grana lá. Que aí sobrou o dinheiro, o ouro pra mim, e eu consegui ir compensando no tesouro real. Mas mesmo assim eu tô muito negativado lá. O Treasure real tá praticamente zerado. Olha lá, tá menos 837.424 de gold. Conforme eu for ganhando gold, isso aí a dívida apenas diminui, eu não vou ganhar nada praticamente. Mas se esse é o preço para cumprir as promessas que a gente fez, que assim seja, né? Que assim seja. Bem que eu suspeitava que esse povo da areia era de Aurora. Guerreiros bem complicados. Já era complicado se enfrentar quando a gente tava com a nossa parceira lá. Agora provavelmente vai se mostrar complexo para se enfrentar sozinho. Já que o nosso amigo cão aparentemente não vai ajudar muito no combate. A gente tem que usar e abusar dos nossos skills mesmo. Ainda consegui uma conquista de vencer 500 inimigos na base da espada de ataques melee. Deve ter alguma conquista referente a ataques range também, porque eu fiz a de magia ontem. 500 inimigos com magia. Só que como eu não estou focando o personagem em armas de fogo, armas de longo alcance, essa conquista vai acabar ficando para minha segunda playthrough do Fable 3. Provavelmente eu vou concluir a história principal, fazer as quests que me faltam. E nisso eu provavelmente não vou investir em ranged. Então eu prefiro guardar para uma segunda playthrough focado em uma classe mais de armas de fogo, tipo Gunslinger ou algo do tipo. E o que vocês estão achando de Fable 3, galera? Eu tô achando que os efeitos estão muito bonitos, as finalizações estão muito supremas. Os gráficos, o mundo de Albion nunca foi tão bonito. A questão do herói poder falar é algo interessante. O resto ainda me causa meio estranheza por eu ter ficado com uma impressão super positiva do Fable 2. Fable 2 pra mim ainda, por enquanto, permanece imbatível. Os efeitos de sombra desse jogo estão incríveis também. O som, as decisões depois que você se torna rei estão muito bons. Mas assim como o Fable 2, a dificuldade é praticamente inexistente. Apesar de, esses guerreiros da areia, por exemplo, são difíceis, são. Mas, tipo, não é difícil de você morrer, sabe? É difícil de você, sei lá, conseguir contornar a situação sem tomar hit só. Porque morrer mesmo, você não morre. Red Aurora Blue. Eu não faço a menor ideia para que servem essas plantas, mas imagino que seja para fazer algum tipo de elixir, né? Igual acontece com o Legend of Zelda, por exemplo. Fazer poções e tal. Breath of the Wild, tá? Eu me refiro. Eu gosto do golpe do inferno lá, das chamas, mas convenhamos que esse golpe das Blades é muito supremo. Os efeitos da água desse jogo, é como eu disse, parte gráfica desse jogo não tem o que reclamar. É muito bom mesmo. A questão de história, ela tá um pouco diferente da tradicional. Pra se adequar provavelmente... Ó! Finalização bonita. Pra se adequar provavelmente a questão de agora você ser uma rainha, né? Rei, enfim. As decisões e as consequências têm que ser diferentes, realmente. Você dá realeza agora. E aí você vê o quanto que a Teresa ela é manipuladora e ainda tá tramando alguma coisa. Porque ela só avisou a nossa protagonista, quando ela virou rainha, que a escuridão já estava chegando até aqui em um ano. E ela ainda deu a opção de ou você ser um bom regente e tal, cumprir as promessas, ou você ser um tirano, conforme seu próprio irmão, e ter assim o dinheiro para combater o exército das sombras. Porém, a Teresa, será que ela não conseguiria utilizar ao menos o Spiral, que é dela, para poder impedir isso? Isso mostra que ela tem total indiferença com a humanidade. Ela tem um item, um artigo realmente... é praticamente indestrutível, é uma fonte de magia, uma fonte de cumprir desejos, e ela prefere não utilizar para manter em sua própria tutela, suas próprias ambições, e dessa forma para não ajudar Albion. Então aí que você vê que a personagem ela tem uma evolutiva como se ela fosse realmente uma vilã. E aí você já começa a se lembrar de toda a lore, tudo que aconteceu nos acontecimentos do Fable 1, porque ela cresceu com os bandidos como uma vidente cega e afins, para se tornar algo muito mais do que humano. O sangue de herói dela floresceu de forma diferente do Chicken Chaser, no caso. Essa questão do jogo ser fácil, entre aspas, vai muito da questão da linhagem sanguínea do herói em si, e eu acredito que seja uma escolha proposital por parte dos desenvolvedores. Senão não faria sentido, né? Eu achei que a gente teria alguma escolha moral em deixar ou não o diamante tocado aqui. E se fosse a gente deixasse o diamante, a escuridão chegaria mais rapidamente ou algo do tipo. Porém, por enquanto, não tivemos esse tipo de desenrolar nessa quest. Lembrando que falta apenas, na verdade falta menos do que 1 ano para a chegada da escuridão. Quero ver quando a ameaça realmente chegar, se eu for ter a capacidade de fazer o que é preciso. Porque, além disso, é expectativa, né? Porque estão falando tanto da questão do exército do Crawler, do exército da escuridão tá chegando alto. Você não tem como manter expectativa sobre o controle depois do que você viu nas areias de Aurora. Você viu um exército praticamente interminável, com um vilão com um propósito apenas de destruir a luz no planeta.
Welcome to the...
Dias até o ataque. 339. Menos de 1 ano.
At your service.
O mapa mundi desse jogo ficou muito bom. Ficou bem mais interessante do que os dos Fables anteriores, por exemplo. Vamos lá.
It's more beautiful than I dared to imagine. And heavy, too. Our experts estimate it's worth a small fortune. Of course, now the question becomes, what do you wish to do with this fine stone? Shall I deposit the money from the sale into the treasury? As you wish. Far be it from me to frown upon a little indiscretion. How many lives would it have saved anyway? Who can say?
Nossa, a segunda rotina foi já. Aí eu tô com o dinheiro na minha personagem, né? Por isso que não consta no Treasure. Mas deixa eu usar aqui. Personal Transfer Treasure. Aí eu transferi tudo, ainda vai ficar em saldo negativo. Pra você ter uma ideia como que a situação do reino de Albion tá precária. Um bom regente, se o nosso irmão fosse um bom regente de fato, a gente conseguiria uma forma aí de estar...
It's somewhat radical, but rather brilliant, if you don't mind me saying.
We
charge people for every child they have. This would keep the population low, but more importantly, the treasury high. Is it really fair to bring new life into such an uncertain world? And won't that gold go to help the children who have already been born? Of course, you may also choose to keep Logan's policies. The matter is entirely in your hands.
Para nascimento de novas crianças, né? Que a gente não tinha um benefício para isso. E se a gente introduzir agora, a gente pode introduzir tipo um imposto em cima disso. Que vai aumentar o Treasure em 200. Eu vou manter as políticas do Logan, porque seria muito impopular.
Very good, Your Majesty. Why change things when they are going so well? Perhaps Logan was right in following this course of action. Shall we proceed with the rest of your appointments? Here is the royal agenda for the day.
Dias até o ataque, 294. Considere a proposta de renovar o Barstone Shelter e Orfanato. Considere a proposta de como lidar com excesso de esgoto no Barstone Industrial e encontre-se com Page.
As you can see, you have two audiences in the throne room to begin. I've heard rumors that Reaver's latest proposals are both scandalous and delicious. It should be most entertaining.
O Reaver, ele é o tipo de cara que ele só pensa realmente no dinheiro. Então, se eu fosse realmente manter a minha cabeça voltada para tudo que o Reaver ele propôs pro trono, eu estaria com muito dinheiro no Treasure. Porém, seria super ruim para a população.
This hearing concerns the future of the Bowerstone Shelter and Orphanage. Page will speak for the disenfranchised people of the city. Reaver will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, the shelter has long been the only refuge for the homeless, the poor, and the orphaned. And until we can change the whole world for the better, it will continue to be their only hope of survival. Isn't it time we held out a helping hand to those who need it most? The shelter is underfunded and the building has fallen into disrepair. Invest in the shelter and orphanage, and perhaps we can begin to create a better future for Albion's forgotten people.
I could not agree more. The city and its people are in dire need. But it is not charity they require, it is love. I propose we use this dilapidated building to help both them and ourselves. For love and money have always gone hand in hand. Let us inaugurate Bowerstone's first brothel.
A brothel?
Brothel, bordello, whorehouse. The name is unimportant. What matters is that the people get the love they need, and we get their money.
Yes, it's for your majesty to decide. Refurnish the shelter and orphanage, or convert it into a house of ill repute.
É assim, se o jogo fosse mais inteligente para dar opções, o custo para o shelter virar um orfanato seria 50 mil, que ia ficar negativo para mim. E agora o River, ele propõe que eu transforme ele num bordel e eu ganho 1.250.000. Qual que é o grande problema de você falar, faça um bordel por 1.200.000, pega esses 50 mil e faça um orfanato pra eles? Qual que é a diferença, cara? Eu vou inclusive fazer o bordel porque é uma escolha muito idiota. O jogo não te dá. Não tenho o que falar. Achei essa falta de escolha muito perturbadora.
This is exploitation, Your Majesty. Your people won't be pleased.
Does your heart have a sizable hole that can be filled only with love? Do your pockets jingle with leftover gold? Then Riva Industries is pleased to present the House of Requited Affection, where money really does guarantee happiness.
Today, you will deal with a pressing environmental issue, the disposal of the city's waste. Riva will offer his proposal. A member of the Morningwood community will stand against him.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I'm sure you will have noticed a certain aroma permeating the city of late, even more nauseating than usual. I fear it is not merely the stench of the underprivileged.
Bom, agora que eu tenho pouquinho de dinheiro no Treasure, eu vou construir uma planta digna de esgotos para Bowerstone, no caso.
We will find other ways to deal with Bowerstone's sewage problem.
The Queen has spoken. Morningwood shall not be used as a waste site. The Sanitation Committee will look into safer alternatives.
Groovy. You are like a majestuous eagle, Your Majesty. You were in touch with your inner innards. Granny Nature thanks you from, like, the bottom of her heart.
A pity. I must admit I was rather looking forward to breathing fresh air, but I'm sure Your Majesty knows best.
Agora tem que se contratar, ela provavelmente vai dar uma bronca. Como você não fez? Culpa do jogo. A Lionhead Studios por isso. Que é muito idiota realmente. Essa diferença, cara. Muito idiota.
The day is almost over, Your Majesty. Only one more appointment left. Page has requested a meeting in the old rebel headquarters. How very cloak and dagger. I wonder what she wants.
Eu ainda não tenho nem um sexto do que é o necessário para enfrentar as forças obscuras. Mas tenho certeza que tudo vai se desenrolar como deve ser.
Majesty. I'm at your command.
The castle is looking wonderfully bright these days.
Hail to thee, beloved.
Aonde que a Paige está? Bowerstone Industrial. Mesmo depois da conquista de Albion, será que ela vai estar naquele esconderijo dela ainda? Que não faria sentido, né? Ela não precisa mais se esconder das autoridades, já que eu sou a autoridade.
Awaiting your command, my lady.
Ela vai estar no esconderijo ainda? Que tosco, né? Mas tudo bem.
It's not every day a queen walks into the rebel headquarters. You've changed the world since we last stood here.
You had a lot to do
Stop
with
the
it.
criminals of Bowerstone.
Kid went undercover with a gang of robbers and found out their plans. They're going to strike the tavern in Bowerstone Market. If you get there in time, you can stop the raid. And at least one of those thugs must know where Ferret is holed up.
Espero que tenha algum tipo de escolha também a ser feita no final dessa quest. A do diamante teve, né? Porém foi algo mais discreto. Tipo, a população não ficaria sabendo nem nada. E a gente conseguiu saldar 700 mil de dívida.
Now, madam, please don't listen to any of their nonsense. The staff aren't Valkyries, and we don't turn the children into hogs or any such
Esse design de casas me lembra até um pouco Warcraft 3. Casa dos humanos lá, o design delas. Saudades Warcraft 3. Saudades Warcraft, né? Que depois que se tornou World of Warcraft foi bom pros bolsos da Blizzard, mas pra quem curtia um RTS bom, ficou órfão de uma série que era suprema. Ah, mas teve Reforged. Não é a mesma coisa, cara. Podia continuar a história como um RTS. Agora a Blizzard tá no confortável, vamos dizer assim. Fazendo políticas duvidosas.
If you cooperate, you won't get hurt. But if you give us any trouble, we'll kill you. Now, just so you know we mean business, I'd like one of you to give us trouble, so we can kill him as an example to the rest. Who's it gonna be then? Oh look, we have a volunteer. The Queen, no less. Have at her, fellas.
Cut out her liver so I can hang it over my mantelpiece like a livery. Oh, watch out! She's one of those.
Os caras realmente querem encarar a rainha melhor.
close enough, you...
It is no longer advantageous for any of us to frequent the hideout in Industrial. Presently, I shall inaugurate a new centre of operations in Bowerstone Market. You've been provided with a key which will permit access. Please endeavour to prevent its transference to an unauthorised individual.
Well met, yes, ma'am.
Vamos entrar no esconderijo dos bandidos, então. Vamos ver o que nos aguarda lá.
You again. It does tend to obviate the entire objective of maintaining a secret hideout if your enemies can simply infiltrate whenever they've the inclination. Lads, perform the specific services for which I employ you. Expeditiously.
Huh?
Killer! Fast!
Do you ever wonder what your spleen looks like? Let's find out. Those things are all in one person.
Try not to get knocked over so easily next time, eh?
Rip your eyes out and feed them to the birds. I'm gonna kill you anyway, so why not do the decent one and just kill her?
Carry a day, keep the doctor away.
Tem que matar aquele aqui.
That dog's dangerous. Should be put down and help me save as well. We're lulling you into
Capturar Gel Ferret. Eu deveria pôr uma bala no pescoço dele.
You think you can beat us?
You'll have to do better than that to get one past me.
Vai ser assim agora, vou ter que procurar esse esconderijo inteiro atrás daquele cara.
They kidnapped me. Please let me out. I'm too good for you.
I believe I can state with relative confidence that your efforts are in vain. Even should it transpire that you vanquish my associates, this door is completely impenetrable. In addition to which, this cell contains a secret egress through which I may abscond whenever I desire. Meanwhile, my compatriots shall brutalize your person.
Not exactly going your way, is it? You fancy that?
You haven't lost your touch. I'm surprised his men were foolish enough to fight you.
Now, truth be told, my superlative intellect notwithstanding, it would appear this is not, in fact, the specific cell I so confidently referenced earlier. The one with the secret exit has 2 beds. All right, you have prevailed, Your Majesty. I concede. However, I entreat you to entertain a certain proposal.
You have nothing to offer, Ferret. It's over.
Ah, that pronouncement is objectively devoid of merit. I happen to have on my person a substantial quantity of currency. Let me go free, and the money is yours.
As far as I'm concerned, you can stay in there and rot. But that's for
you
the Queen
royal
to decide.
miscreant! This grievous malefaction shall be rewarded with equally grievous retribution.
Já era.
You have made great strides, Your Majesty. Witness the glory of your treasury. Don't you just want to go swimming in all that gold? But the kingdom demands your attention once more. The time has come to make a decision on Albion's drinking laws. Under Logan's rule, our citizens are restricted in the amount of alcohol they can purchase per day. As you can imagine, this has proved a rather unpopular measure. And yet many respected members of the community think the law does not go far enough. They would like alcohol consumption wholly abolished among the commoners. They feel, rather reasonably, that it leads to improper behavior and raucous public spectacles. These concerned nobles are willing to pay handsomely for the change in policy. Meanwhile, the commoners themselves would like the restrictions completely lifted, claiming they infringe upon their freedom and their rights. You cannot please everyone, Your Majesty. Very good. Perhaps this is not the time to be implementing radical new measures. It will give both the gentry and the rabble something to complain about. Who knows? It may take their minds off their impending doom. Let us move on to other matters, Your Majesty. You have a busy day in the throne room ahead. Samuel,
Vamos ver o que o dia de hoje
is ready to plead his case. I sincerely hope he isn't after a handout, though I'm sure
faltam
Master
252 dias para a investida final.
My queen. Your Majesty.
Her Majesty, the Queen of Albion. Today, you decide on the status of the Brightwall Academy, Your Majesty. Samuel will speak for the town and its scholars. Riva will dispute his cause.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, it was your mother who opened the doors to Albion's greatest seat of learning. Under her rule, knowledge and culture flourished, and so did the people of Brightwall. I ask only that you return to the wisdom of those days. Your brother closed the academy down, but it is in your hands to restore it.
There is no greater proponent of the arts than myself, and I celebrate knowledge in all its forms. But our people are frightened and confused. The last thing they need is knowledge. Allow them the benefit of ignorance. Let only those who are truly prepared make use of the academy. The elite of our society will pay handsomely to indulge in erudition.
But only the rich will be able to afford to learn.
Precisely. Why give wisdom away when one can charge for it?
What do you wish to do, Your Majesty?
Eu vou manter a promessa, né?
The Bright Wall Academy will be open to all who wish to learn.
The Bright Wall Academy shall be reopened, and Albion will once again have a free center of learning.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty. This is the start of a new day for us all.
Very well. I will make the arrangements at once. Stimulate your intellect in the newly reopened Bright Wall Academy. Suckle the knowledge from the land's greatest minds and avail yourself of the best library ever assembled. Everyone, from the most impoverished genius to the wealthiest idiot, is welcome. Bright Wall Academy. Whatever you earn, it's the place to learn.
Vamos ver qual vai ser o segundo.
The court summons Page and Reba. The matter before you today is the future of Bower Lake. Reva will offer his proposal. Page will stand against him.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, a recent survey of Bower Lake has found that the waterbed is rich in valuable metals. Now, as amusing as it would be to make workers hold their breath as they mine these resources, I fear it would be impractical. Instead, we have no choice but to dam the river and drain the lake of all water. Once that is done, we will have a ready-made quarry, ripe for the plucking. It will be a pity to disfigure the landscape so close to my former home, but it is a sensible course of action in light of our current needs.
Bower Lake is the last piece of natural beauty remaining in Bowerstone. It belongs to our history and should be protected. Don't take it away from us. You'll be taking away part of this city's soul with it.
Oh, really?
Now that we've finally freed the people of this city, are we going to destroy the one place they can find peace?
The decision is yours to make, Your Majesty.
Deixar o lago.
Page is right.
E o
We
dinheiro tá
must
indo embora.
protect our natural resources. Bower Lake is to be left untouched.
The Queen has ruled. Bower Lake's natural beauty is hereby protected by order of the Crown.
Thank you. Let's show the world Albion is worth defending.
Is a pretty view worth more than a treasury full of gold? I bow to your greater wisdom. As someone whose home has overlooked the resplendent Bower Lake, I am pleased to declare the official protection of this
Esse jogo ele te joga em escolhas que são moralmente erradas para você conseguir fazer um bem maior depois. Sendo que existe um meio termo que poderia ser feito.
I trust the court was not too dull today. In any case, I'm confident your final task will be most enjoyable. A loyal and wealthy member of our community has offered to make a sizable donation to our treasury. Her only request is that you go to Millfields to make the collection in person. A perfect chance to stretch your legs, Your Majesty.
Vamos lá então.
Have you checked the
um monte de quest pra fazer, que beleza. Espero que antes do final eu possa fazer. Tipo, depois de concluir a história, pra eu voltar e fazer essas quests. Que eu praticamente já upei o que eu precisava, né? Então, o que vai valer a pena as quests são as próprias histórias mesmo.
Killing rich folk like you, lass, is so rewarding.
Bandidos.
Oh, you your magic swords, you rubbish without. Watch it, that dog will out. You ready to wipe the floor with her, lads?
Blocked! Eat it, arseface! We lose!
Vamos ver. Quanto eu vou conseguir acumular de ouro nessa missão. Que agora o jogo se resume a isso, né? Uma busca incansável por recursos.
You banged the booger good! Yeah, good shot! Ain't
That dog's dangerous!
They say you spend most of your time looking around those chests.
Eat hot lead, dirtbag! There's everyone else.
Como eu ia dizendo, uma busca incansável por recursos. E eu acho que esse estilo, por isso que eu acho que ele está perto do final.
Your Majesty, please accept this with my compliments. By the way, you look very
Porque não está tendo uma variação, digamos. Porque são 3 ou 2 decisões, uma quest, por aí vai.
Madam, I understand you want to recover what you've lost, but those woods are simply too dangerous. It would be suicide to enter them without combat experience, or training, or skill.
I don't want to enter them, I want you to!
Right. I was talking about me.
Oh, just forget it! Ah, Your Majesty, it's such an honor to have you here. If only fate hadn't conspired to make me look like a fool. I so wanted to make a contribution to the noble cause. What's the use of a priceless heirloom if we're all going to perish in who knows what frightful way?
Beware
the woods, Your Majesty. The soldiers may be superstitious, but there's no denying dangerous beasts lurk within. Good luck. I know you will succeed.
Metade agora, metade depois, hein? Tá perto, eu só preciso de 5.772.000. Belverins.
Looking for the statue, Your Majesty. Follow the white Balverine.
Vamos seguir o Belverine branco. Mais 500 de gold pro tesouro real. Já que eu não tô usando comigo mesmo. Que der pra ajudar. Deixa eu treinar o cão. Mais uma vez, o flerte com o terror que eu havia mencionado quando a gente estava próximo em Aurora.
Right, you monster. Prepare to meet your... Oh, I'm so sorry. For a moment there I thought you were a Belverine. Damn things are always trying to get through our defenses. We burn silver nitrate in those lamps to keep them out. Kills them pretty quick if they hang around for too long. If a lamp goes out, well, I don't like to think what might happen then. One went out just recently, but we got it lit again fast. The man responsible, this bloke Connor, got punished severely. Before he disappears into the forest, he tells us there's gonna be a reckoning. He's probably in 25 different stomachs right now. That's my reckoning. You can come on out, everyone. It's safe.
Find the chief. Master Chief?
Greetings, my lady.
Vamos lá.
Your Majesty, I've been expecting you. You've been through the village, have you? Charming hamlet. It's full of warm, wonderful people who'll give you the shirt off their back and condemn you to death for one simple mistake. Anyone can fall asleep on watch. You exile him into this forest and call it justice. But enough about that. You're here for that statue. It's quite a remarkable thing. It did everything the legend said it would. And now I don't need it anymore. It's funny how things change. So if you want to take it back to that prig in Millfields, it's yours. Nearly free of charge. All I ask is a small favor. Destroy those silver nitrate lanterns. Then the village will get a taste of justice. The choice is yours. And it's a simple one. How simple? If you decline, my brothers will kill you.
Até parece que você vai vencer.
I suppose it was too much to hope for.
Mas é uma escolha interessante.
Still, your choice won't save the village.
Quando eu for jogar a segunda vez, você é um tirano, e aí eu vou fazer essa escolha.
We'll lose a few of the weaker members, but we'll deal with those lanterns on our own. In the meantime, killing you will be a good way to, shall we say, get the blood flowing.
Defenda a vila. Já tem Belverines nas ruas.
Why would you want to kill
magia das Blades é muito forte. Ó, que bonito.
Stronger than I imagined, Your Majesty, but not strong enough. Prepare yourself for death.
Esse é um Belverin albino, daquele do Fable. É um inimigo valoroso. Usando armas de prata. Esse eu não sei se tem esse detalhe. Já era.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You saved us from certain destruction. We're in your debt. You'll always be welcome here, should you wish to return. Connor had this on him. It looks like a Belverine. It's yours if you want it.
Consegui a estátua.
I wonder if they still have that garden gnome course.
Pode ser uma segunda escolha agora essa quest. Tipo, ah, você vai devolver a estátua, mas vai ao mesmo tempo permitir que mais desses apareçam. Que a estátua aparentemente transforma os humanos em Belverins albinos.
Your Majesty, so good to see you, Your Grace.
Chegamos.
Did you find the thief? Did you recover the statue?
Of course she did. She is the queen, and thus infallible. If you will hand the statue to me, Your Majesty, I will endeavor to appraise it.
Tá bom.
Oh my! Hail and well met, your most gracious majesty.
E aí? Não aparece o botão pra dar a estátua? Aê!
You found it? Oh, I can barely contain my tears. Oh, excuse me, Your Majesty. I can't let you see me this way. And please, make good use of it.
Tudo bem, vou doar pro tesouro.
A magnanimous gesture indeed. Your subjects are lucky to be ruled by one so giving.
Agora tem 1.200.664.
With the fatidic attack not far away now, it is most encouraging to see the treasury doing so well. It makes one feel safer.
Não é muito, mas é o que eu tenho.
Beneath the gold, actually. As for today's first order of business, you may have heard about the dire situation the kingdom's economy finds itself in. Logan's policies always kept our cities on the edge of bankruptcy, and the panic caused by the fast-approaching darkness has only exacerbated the situation. I'm afraid the only way to stop this slide into ruin is to bail out Bowerstone's financial institutions. The people are looking at you to save them from economic disaster. But remember that doing so may condemn them to a much darker and bloodier fate. What shall we do, Your Majesty?
Deixa a economia colapsar, vai.
A most astute and
já vai tudo
sensible
morrer
choice.
mesmo.
Financial ruin may bring much distress to your people, but the darkness brings certain death. Shall we proceed with today's agenda?
121 dias até o ataque. Considere a proposta de construir um posto militar e governe o futuro de Mist Peak.
Kalin, the representative for the Auroran people, has requested an audience with you. The court awaits in the throne room.
Seria pro outpost lá.
Ready to serve,
Your Majesty.
My queen.
All stand to attention for the Queen of Albion.
O que esse cara faz aqui
Today
de
you
novo?
must decide how much protection to grant Aurora. Kalin will offer her proposal. Riva will stand against her.
Só esse cara fica contra a turma.
Your Majesty, as you know, the threat from the deserts that surrounds my city has not diminished. The darkness could fall upon us once more at any moment. Aurora is part of your kingdom now, and I ask that you grant us protection. Build a desert outpost that can warn my people should the crawler attack. It shall allow us to leave the city in time and ensure the survival of your loyal subjects.
Desert
Eu vou construir um forte
Aurora
e não
is
quero nem
under
ver
our
o que o River vai
protection.
falar.
It is our duty to build this outpost.
The Queen's decision is final. A military outpost shall be erected in the deserts that surround Aurora.
We shall not forget this gesture. Aurora thanks you.
Ah, you are a whimsical monarch, and that is why you are so beloved. Very well, it shall be done.
E vamos ver qual que vai ser o futuro de Mist Peak. O que ele vai querer em troca.
Proud to present an exotic tale of romance, adventure, and sand. The Desert Outpost.
Bring forth Sabine of the Mist Peak dwellers. Today, you decide on the fate of Misspeak, home of the Dwellers, Your Majesty. Sabine will speak for his people and their land. Riva will dispute his cause.
You may speak.
I come here seeking nothing but what was promised me and my people. You pledged to restore our home mountains and our right to dwell in them. We have fulfilled
Outra
our
escolha
end of the
idiota,
bargain.
porque
We have paid with our lives to
se você
sit
pôr
you
na
on that
ponta do
throne.
lápis, é muito
Now you must
fácil de
fulfill your
ser,
end.
não tão fácil quanto
Undo
o
the
bordão,
damage your brother
tá?
did to our land,
Mas de você
and
manter
our
a
agreement shall be
promessa
satisfied.
do que para a
I
proposta do
will keep
River.
my promise to the Dwellers.
Poderia
The
fazer os dois
Misspeak
nesse
Mountains
caso.
shall be restored.
Misspeak shall become a protected region, and the Dwellers shall be granted authority over its forests and resources.
You are true to your word and your honor. The Dwellers will stand by you till the end.
The forests of Mistpeak are our greatest national treasure, and now, thanks to Riva Industries, they have returned to their past splendor. Dwellers, birds and bunnies are free to roam, laugh and kill each other as nature intended. Who needs all that lumber anyway?
Happy anniversary, Your Majesty. 1 year as Queen of Albion. Doesn't time just fly? To celebrate this momentous day, I have prepared some fantastic events. First, you will stand still for several hours while a local artist paints your portrait. Then, you will choose the 47 varieties of flowers you wish to be cast at your feet as you parade through the city. Oh, and you will need to sign thousands of autographs, of course. Let's see, you will also be fit...
Que idiotice, não. Vamos ver o que a Theresa vai falar pra gente.
The day has come, Queen. It is time for you to face the darkness. But you will do so in your true form. Over the past year, you have made decisions that reveal your nature, and which have affected the lives of all your subjects. You have tried to be a just and popular ruler, but your good intentions have come at a great cost. Most of your people will not survive this attack, but you are more than a queen. You are a hero. You are Albion's champion, its protector. This coming battle is the reason you had to take Logan's place. Only you can defeat the creature that dwells in the shadows. If you do not, your kingdom will be gone, and you will die with it. Now go. Do what you were born to do.
Aqui as minhas ações iam me fazer um regente bondoso, disso eu não tinha dúvida. Apesar de eu ter tido 1 ou 2 escolhas pro lado do mal, vamos dizer assim. Não do mal, né? Mas do regente cruel. A gente tem 1 milhão. Tá bom.
It's here.
Tá ótimo.
The darkness has reached Power Stone. The attack has barely begun.
Chegou o momento.
But already we have suffered terrible casualties. We simply weren't ready. If we don't act quickly, there may not be a kingdom left to defend by dawn.
We have to get out on the streets, now!
Today we fight for Albion!
For Albion!
That's not on. Striking a comrade like that.
Mais uma vez as sombras elas morrem com um golpe, mas vai ser a questão da quantidade. nesse caso eu vou equipar com a magia de fogo. A escuridão tá até aqui, ó, no santuário. Magia de fogo para que eu tenha uma chance no ataque primário. Porque apesar da Blade ser muito forte, ela não pega em tudo.
This is the kingdom of unlight now! This is the kingdom of death! Don't listen to him! He'll drive you insane! Death beats its wings!
É algo que eu mencionei na outra live sobre a forma de regente que era o irmão da protagonista. Ele queria proteger a maioria, porém fazendo a minoria também.
Fingers talk, dead fingers whisper, dead fingers claw at 1 million eyes. You have done such bloody things, and you now shall rejoice in your death.
Essa entidade é cheia das ilusões.
Drink the sounds you give us, the cries of your young, the gurgle of a freshly written count. We give thanks for your desperation.
Vamos lá, eu não sabia que podia chegar.
Do not provoke us with the bone gleam shining from your broken bodies. It is a transgression against the night. Watch us fly into your heart.
Sentinela.
The Dark Guardian shall come and protect us.
Onde está o Crawler? Mas eu quero acabar com a raça
Sightless, for that is the most blessed state of being. It is our gift.
We're getting close to that thing. Where are you? Show yourself!
The lost sheep returns to the flock. No one ever leaves the darkness behind.
Do you see what you have allowed? We are all shadows now.
Hey, I can't get through!
You are already dead inside. Join me in darkness. Make it end! Make it end!
Será que ele vai morrer nessa? E tipo, eu consigo fazer ele sobreviver se eu tomar o caminho do regente do mal e agora...
You made us do it! You made us! No! Let me go! Let me go! I am shadow and death.
O Zerg do StarCraft ou os Tyranids do Warhammer 40k. E vai morrer.
You took away the darkness. It's been inside me all this time. But it's light now. I can see the sky. And it's light. I don't think I can fight anymore.
It's all over, Walter. We won. We beat it together.
Do you remember the stories I tell you when you were a child? There was a great queen once, the mightiest hero of them all. Remember what you would say.
Teach me to be a hero.
You've done me proud. You've always done me proud.
Oh, Walter.
Bem trágico. Mas e a escuridão? For Albion. Não foi vencida? Aparentemente.
I think old Walter would have liked it out here. He was always a fan of looking tall and stony. I can imagine what he'd say if he was here now.
Shut up, Ben.
Exactly.
It's time I return to my own castle. If ever you need to save the world from another abomination, you know where to find me.
My people shall never forget what you have done for them. We are proud to be part of Albion. I shall return to Aurora in the knowledge that we may at last enjoy peace. Farewell, Your Majesty.
Walter was right about you. You're a hero in every sense of the word. The hero Albion needed.
What will you do now?
I will continue to serve you the best way I can. I belong down in the city. The people there will always need help. Goodbye, my queen.
Well, queen, old chum, ruler supreme, pal, you did it. You saved the kingdom. And it's my turn to say goodbye. I'm not cut out to be a general. And I think I'd like to start travelling again. Or maybe see if Paige needs any help down in Industrial. But before I go, let's send off our friend in style, shall we? This one's for you, Walter.
Lá vem. O que você tem para nos falar, Teresa?
This is the world as it could have been. Devoid of color, devoid of life. It is thanks to you that it isn't so. And you did it without becoming a tyrant. The people love you, and you have banished the shadow of your brother's reign. You kept your promise to Sabine and his people, when it would have been easier to turn your back on them. A noble gesture. You swore an oath to Paige to better the lives of your people, and you did so even in the face of great danger. You did for the Aurorans what your brother would not. He broke his promise, but you proved to be the better leader. Without the strength to make those choices, we would not be standing here now. Perhaps we shall meet again one day, Queen.
Aren't you going to tell me my future?
The future will reveal itself when it is ready to do so.
E acabou. Acabou o Fable 3, galera. O que vocês acharam do game? Eu achei que foi uma escadinha, ele foi crescendo aí de forma até meio tímida, mas na reta final ele se mostrou ser muito supremo, realmente, com escolhas interessantes. Só me resta saber se mudaria alguma coisa ou muitas coisas caso eu fosse para outros lados e tal. Para outro tipo de regimento do reino. Mas é isso aí, galera. Essa foi a live aí do final de Fable 3, concluindo a campanha do Fable 3. Ainda existem quests a serem feitas, vou fazê-las, porém a campanha principal já foi. E esse é o terceiro jogo que eu termino em live aqui pro canal. O segundo foi Fable 2, o terceiro Fable 3, o primeiro foi Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr. E é isso aí, galera. Obrigado por todo mundo que vai estar assistindo essa transmissão, que acompanhou até aqui, curtiu a história. Comenta aí embaixo se você curtiu a história ou não, se você acredita que alguma coisa deveria ter sido mudada ou não. É isso aí, galera. Obrigado por tudo aí e até a próxima. Falou!
That could have gone better. That person now hates you, but no matter. Hate has its upside. A person who can't stand to be around you will sometimes offer gifts, some might say bribes,